Hello everyone and welcome to the Gentle Transformation podcast. In today's episode, I would like to talk about goals and goal settings actually versus the idea of building a supportive system. So goal setting in our culture is extremely popular, and probably you, same as me, already aware of different goal setting techniques and already the general idea that it's very good, it's very healthy to set actually goals because it's increases the chance of reaching something new in your life. And I definitely agree with that. I love goal setting. I have hundreds of different notebooks, different strategies how to set goals, and I've been doing that like for years, practically since the time I was teenagers. That much how I love it. At the same time, since I started working on my big and ambitious goal of becoming a different person, of transforming my life completely, and I'm staying on this journey towards that goal for over a year now. So it's something long term. And in today's episode, I would like to share some of my thoughts and insights connected with goal setting versus this idea of building a system that eventually will bring you to all those goals and desires that you have planned for yourself. So as you probably know, because again, the topic of goal setting is extremely popular in our society, goals are supposed to be very specific. They're supposed to be measurable. You're supposed to know the exact conditions under which the goal is supposed to be reached. And if we're talking about weight loss, that's supposed to be a certain number or certain range that you're supposed to be in. Again, if we're talking about some financial goals, again, there is a specific number. When we are talking about something that you not always can measure with numbers, still, the recommendation is to make it as specific and as measurable as possible, because if your goal is not specific enough for your brain, it will be hard to understand how you know that you have reached that goal. So there's supposed to be some finish line. And in one hand, I think it's great because actually sometimes when you desire to be somebody, to lose weight, for example, or to be more fit, is quite vague. So it's not exactly clear how much weight or how I understand that I'm fit. So it definitely makes sense to set goals and make them measurable. So for you, at least it will be clear at which point you will be able to set that goal, to reach that goal that you have set. But on the other hand, goal setting also creates this additional pressure, because you have this sense of urgency that you need to reach that goal, especially if your goal is big and ambitious and you need a lot of time to reach that goal. It's hard always being in this mode that it's not yet, not good enough, not hard enough. I'm not there yet. And especially when I started working on my weight loss goal and I have a lot of weight to lose, it feels that it's not so healthy for me, at least at this stage of my life, just to think only about the numbers, even though I believe it's also important, because again, the numbers I'm choosing for my goals, especially for my weight loss goal, is based on my health. So there is certain weight range that I would like to reach in order to be in healthy body weight. So there are some numbers, definitely. Of course, it's not only measured by numbers. Again, we need to pay attention to our feelings, to our progress in general. And I've been talking quite a lot about that on my channel already. So this idea of measurement, it's still good. On the other hand, again, in case the goal is big, and for example, in my case, I need to lose 30 kilos, it's gonna take a while. And according to my big plan, it's probably gonna take me over 2 years, at least from this slow transformation, which I decided to follow this time. So it's quite hard to always keep in mind the result, that a certain number, because it triggers this sense of urgency, even though I'm kind of consciously decided to be on this slow weight loss journey. On the other hand, sometimes kind of this feeling of self-judgments pops up. It's like I'm not good enough, I'm not losing weight fast enough, it's still so much to lose. Okay, I lost already 10 kilos, but still, like, I have so much weight to lose. It's gonna take me years, and literally, even when I'm planning, it takes me years. So it's all quite overwhelming and a little bit stressful. That's why I think actually to build a system that eventually brings you to that goal without that much focus on the result itself, it's actually a great idea. So what is actually this supportive system that I'm talking about? The way I understand it, and again, my understanding, my awareness of this topic is based on all those books and videos and lectures that I've been listening to. So kind of the idea is that system is not just a plan of reaching that particular goal. Still, kind of, it's a good idea to have a plan, definitely, to know what you want to reach and kind of know what kind of strategies, what kind of actions eventually gonna bring you to that goal. But at the same time, system, it's something like a rhythm of your life, when you just living your day-to-day life, performing your regular daily actions, your routines, which eventually put you into the state that you're gonna reach that goal. So kind of the way I understand it, goal, it's something oriented in future, and it's something that mostly something like result, like certain outcome. But when we talk about system, it's definitely present. It's something that I do on a daily basis, and system is the process, not the result. I like this way of thinking and kind of measuring also my progress on day-to-day basis in this way, because as I told in some of my previous episodes on this channel, that I'm now trying to keep my nervous system safe, because many times when I put a lot of pressure on myself for weight loss or for reaching any other goals, I was kind of setting sometimes very high and unrealistic goals, and I had this feeling of urgency that I need to reach them as soon as possible. I was comparing myself to others, and actually at some certain point, especially when I was on some weight loss journey for a while, on some diets, let's say, I started kind of measuring my worth based on how fast or how slow I'm reaching certain goals, and that's definitely something which was not healthy, which actually was the reason why I was gaining all my weight back. I couldn't stick to my routines, and I was kind of always having this idea that I'm failing and I cannot reach what I want to reach. Versus now, when I'm mostly thinking in terms of system, yet still keeping that goal in mind, I feel that my nervous system is kind of more relaxed, more balanced, because I'm trying to enjoy every single day, and I already know that if I keep doing what I'm doing every single day or every other day, I will eventually reach my goal, because all those habits that I'm building, all those activities that I'm doing, they eventually bringing me to my goal. So for example, if we take into account this goal, this weight loss goal that I have for this year, from my birthday to my birthday year, my 12 months year, so I need to lose 30 kilos. And there is a reason, there is a health reason why I want to lose exactly this amount of weight. But that's the goal. So I want to lose 30 kilo, that's a specific number, and that's definitely a goal. That's the result. So once my weight will be minus 30 kilos from my highest weight I had, it means this is the finish line, it means I have reached my goal. Versus system, it's something like I'm telling to myself, I'm the one who eats healthy. I'm the person who cares about herself. I'm the person who loves herself. I'm the person who loves workout, but at the same time, I'm the person who gives herself rest when she needs. I'm the person who pay attention to food. I'm the person who builds better relationship, first of all with herself, but also with the food. I'm the person, even though I have some days when I'm not working out, there are some days when I'm not following my diet, I'm not following my meals plan that I decided to follow, I'm still coming back. I'm that type of person. Kind of goal can be very nice, very ambitious, very motivating, but at the same time, goal creates pressure. Versus system, it's something calm, something reliable, something consistent. And actually, systems, in case you have a couple of them, it's something that builds identity, and probably that's the crown that we are having here, right? The top of the top. Because once you have a certain identity, once you believe about yourself something that you think you are that type of person, and at the same time you keep performing like that person, you keep doing daily actions like that person who you believe you are, then one way or another you're gonna reach that goal. You don't even need to think about that goal anymore, because of course if you're already that person and if you behave like that person already on a daily basis for years, then you already have it in your life. So practically the fastest way and the most reliable way to reach all those goals that you decided to reach is actually to become that person for whom having those goals, those things in their life, it's already like compulsory. It's like something non-negotiable. And something that can build that type of identity, it's actually a system, not just goal. Because again, when we are thinking about goal, we are looking into the future. Future means we are not that person yet. It means we are just trying to become that person, or we're just moving in that direction, which is also good. But if we're thinking about system, if we're thinking about identity, it means we already in present that person. We're already performing all those actions that type of person that we would like to become is already performing in their lives. So it's a totally different perspective. It's a totally different mindset. And for me, it was one of the biggest eye-openers in 2025 when I started shifting this mentality and actually focusing more on identity, on my supportive system versus only goal. Goal, again, it's nice to have in mind. Goal is like a star that you need to follow, like a roadmap. But in order actually to finish that road, in order to enjoy the process, it's still better to think in terms of system, because repetition, that's actually something that builds the identity. Not one big dramatic event, not like you go to gym and spend 10 hours in one day, or in notes it's like you have a perfect diet day just for 1 week. It's not gonna bring you to that desired outcome. But if on a daily basis you are just trying to eat better, you are trying to be more active, you are trying to change your mindset, then eventually you're having this system and you are shifting your identity. And that's why it actually works long term, especially for big goals, which gonna take a lot of time, like my goal, for example, because it's very hard to stay focused only on outcome if that outcome may happen or may not happen 2 years later. Whereas you are focusing on today you care about yourself, today you care about what you eat, today you are trying to be active, today you are trying to be that person already, that's a totally different mindset. Instead of focusing on only that goal, which probably will be reached 2 years later, it's a very nice feeling to be focused on today and already feel like that person. And that's what actually system is about. And one important thing to keep in mind, and this is something that definitely was a game changer for me, it's kind of this idea of skipping some days or giving yourself less pressure on certain tasks, or like even skipping for a longer period of time if you are busy with your work, etc. For example, you are planning to walk every single day, having your workout, but for some reasons, maybe job, maybe you got sick, maybe something else, let's say for a week you were not able to do so. And if we're thinking in terms of goals, my previous mentality. It was mostly like a failure. So it means if I didn't do it for 1 week, obviously I failed my goal. I'm not walking every single day. So I'm kind of starting over. And it's hard to start over and over again. And eventually we're gonna start over and over again because we are not living perfect lives. We have job, we are human, we can get sick, we can have some unexpected situation. Life happens. And if we're only planning for a perfect day, for a perfect mood, etc., it's not gonna work out. But system give this flexibility. So with system mentality, I no longer feel that I need to start over. I only feel that I need to continue. So even if I skipped week, maybe even months because of something, maybe I didn't follow my workout routine, maybe I didn't follow my diet, I'm not starting over anymore. I'm just continue, because all those stopping moments, pausing moments, setbacks, they're actually the part of the system, because system is flexible. System is not perfect. System is just system. Those days when you're missing something, those weeks, maybe even months when you're missing something, they are not failure anymore. They're just neutral. And once it's over, once you are ready to continue your journey, it's just the next day. You are not starting over, you are continuing. And this mindset, it's huge, because it's literally so hard. You feel like a failure. You feel like you cannot reach anything in your life, because like every month you are starting over again and again. It's like has no end. Versus now I'm on this journey for over a year now. And kind of again, this mentality, I'm on this journey for over a year now, versus I'm starting over again and again every single week. And that's huge. It definitely brings so much confidence. It makes me feel so much better. I'm getting like literally proud of myself, because I'm not giving up. I'm not breaking my self-trust. I keep showing up for myself. So kind of in today's relatively short episode, I just wanted to highlight that goals are great. Goals are important, because definitely if you want to move, you at least need to know in which direction to move. And goal, it's that roadmap, goals, it's something that inspire you actually to start that journey. Goals are great, and I will be continue setting the goals, and I love goal setting process. And definitely I like my goals to be measurable. I like to break my goals into some smaller goals, some kind of milestone that I'm gonna reach. I love it, and I probably never gonna give it up. At the same time, goals can be overwhelming, especially if they're big, especially if they're long-term. And if we want to increase chances to reach those goals, and actually to lift some of the pressure, and actually feel better and enjoy the actual process a little bit more, paying more attention to system, actually building that system, it's definitely a big plus. So kind of the idea is, if you want to reach a big goal, if you want to build something that's not gonna collapse, that's gonna stay with you for years, practically till the end of your life, then building a system, some small actions, some small routines that you can keep performing daily for months, for years, that's actually something that guarantee you result. So again, thank you for staying here with me. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next episode.